Warm greetings to everybody. During this festive season, children, I hope you are relaxing as well as studying for the upcoming exams. Now, today, I'm going to be taking up something very important with you people, the business letter. Now, business letter is a little different from the other formal letters that you people have done so far, like the inquiry letter, the complaint letter, etc. Now, what is a business letter basically written for? It is written for placing an order, or maybe cancelling an order, or at times to send quotations, etc. Okay. Now, over here, something very importantly that you have to remember is the box that you can see I have drawn over here in the page. It is very, very important to contain your letter inside the box. Okay. So, we begin with the business letter. Now, suppose you are there in the school, you are working in the school, you are working either as a librarian, or you are working as the sports in charge, or you're working as somebody in the office, the superintendent or the clerk, and you have to place an order for something. Maybe the sports teacher will place an order for the sports kit, the librarian is going to place order for the books, somebody from the office, the clerk, the superintendent, etc. is going to place an order for the stationery items, or maybe some other items, the chairs, etc. that they require for the official use. Now, how do you go about doing that? Very importantly, we begin by writing the name of the firm or organization. Now, this thing, children, you will realize that suppose you've gone out for a vacation. So when you are taking your bills and all from the hotel, you you put up in a hotel. So when you're taking the bills and all from the hotel, you will realize that there is the letterhead over there also present. Now, what is a letterhead? It contains the name of the institution or the firm, and it contains the address and the telephone number and the email address as well. Okay. So basically the printed thing on the letter. Now, suppose you get a letter from school as well. Okay. St. Edward School as well. So the name of the school is written in nice fancy writing. The address is written. Along with it, the email as well as the telephone is written. The telephone number, the contact number is written. It's the same thing over here. Okay. So we need to write down the name of the firm or organization in block letters. Very, very important. You can use a different style of writing, maybe the cursive writing in bold letters, and you can write down the Roman style of writing, or maybe some other style of writing in case you know. But very importantly, it should be in block letters. Each and every word has to be in block letters. You write down the name of the firm or the organization, and then you write down the address of the organization, where it is placed, and then you write down the contact number continuing in the same line and the email in the same line. Obviously, your address, contact number, email, all will not fit in the same line. They will go to the next line, so don't worry, but they should be written in continuity. It is not that you write down the address in the first line, then you write down the contact and then the email. No, you are supposed to write down all the things together. Okay, then you leave a line and you write down the reference number of the letter in the next line. Okay, now reference number important. It is a combination of digits and letters. Okay, like I've already mentioned there, 147A by 20. The circulars that you get from the school earlier, the circulars that you would get from the school, the printed circulars, if you have some of them lying at home, you notice that every circular has a reference number on it. Okay, it has the year in it, and along with it, it has the official letter number also in it. Okay, the reference number. That is the reference number. You try to make it, don't make it too long. You have to make it short. Okay. You leave a line and then you write down the date. Now, the word date is not supposed to be written. Okay, you are not supposed to write down the date, the word date. You are only supposed to write down the date format like I have written over here, 20th October 2020. Okay, so you are just supposed to write down this format, the date in this format. You leave a line and then you write down in 3 lines the address of the addressee. Okay, that means the person you are addressing to, the firm that you are addressing to, जिससे आप order place कर रहे हो, the one that you are placing an order with, you write down the name of that shop or the firm and the address. For example, you are somebody from St. Edward's School, so you'll write down St. Edward's School. Then over here, you'll write down Milsington, Cart Road, Shimla, contact number and then email address. Then you write down the reference number, the date here, and suppose you're placing books, order for books. You're wanting books from Minerva Book House. So over there, you will write down Minerva Book House, the mall, Shimla. Okay, like this. Then you leave a line and then you write down the subject. Now over here, something very important, subject has to be underlined. The word subject will have to be written. You have to write down the word subject. You put after that you have to underline it and then you continue writing with the subject. For example, placing an order for books or placing an order for sports kit or cancelling of the order prior made or whatever. Okay. And then you write down respected sir, which comes under salutation. You begin your letter. 3 paragraphs of the letter are mandatory for you to write. The first paragraph, you will introduce what you want to place an order for. You are the librarian from St. Edward's or you are the sports instructor or whosoever, and you want to place an order for the mentioned things, for the things mentioned below. Just 1 or 2 lines, not more than that. You are not supposed to write anything unnecessarily over here. After that, you make this box over here and you mention the items. You mention these headings over there. Now, I have mentioned 5 headings. You can make it 6 according to the need of the letter, or you can also reduce it to 3. Okay, so that depends on your need, on the subject of the letter, of the order that you are placing. You write down serial number, item, code, sizes in case there are maybe items for which sizes are required, and you write down the price per piece or the quantity. Now price per piece will come if you are sending a quotation. Suppose I have ordered for tables, so I'll write down 12 tables over there. I'll write down tables, code, maybe I can make it up ABC. Okay, and then sizes, standard size, and then price I will write down to 250 per piece. Okay, so I need not to write down per piece every time. I will write down 250. Then chairs, if I am ordering chairs also, then I will write down second over here 2. Item is chairs, code I will make myself. Then size, again if I don't want to mention, no problem, you can erase this column of sizes in case there is something that you don't want to place an order for according to size. Sizes will be appropriate for the clothing that you are ordering for. Okay, or maybe there is some other item for which the sizes are required. And then I will say the chairs maybe 300 rupees or whatever is the price like. Now quantity also can be written separately. It can be included over here in case you're not mentioning the price, or it can be included quantity. Now I am asking for books. Okay, so I order for books. So I tell you I want 10 books of this. I want atlases, 10 atlases. I want maybe I want A4 size sheets. I want maybe 10 cartons or whatever. Okay, so this is the quantity, the place where I will write down the quantity of things that I require. Now you will close this from here. Now this line I have purposely left it open because my letter is continuing to the next page. So I will not close that from there. Now if you see, I haven't drawn a line over here because this letter is a continuation from the previous page. The second paragraph, I will mention the mode of payment, the discount that I want, and the date of delivery or the date on which the order should be delivered. Now, mode of payment, I will say the above mentioned the payment will be done either through a check, or it can be done through a demand draft, or it can be done through the postal services, the VPP. Okay. I will also ask for discount. Since we are your customers, we are your you can say reliable customers, so we are expecting a good discount from your end. And sometimes the institutions, the educational institutions, they tend to get some extra discount also. So you can make up a line of your own as well, that since it is a leading educational institution or it's a non-profitable institution, so we want that 10% extra discount. Okay, that also you can write down. After that, we write down the date of delivery. Now this can be done in 2 methods. One is you say, I want the items to be delivered within 15 days, or you can give them a particular date. So you have two options. One is of date. You give them a particular date, latest by the 30th of this month or latest by the 25th of this month, or you write down within 15 days or 20 days or a month. I hope I've made my instructions clear. The concluding paragraph will include 1 or 2 lines to get the order well in time and a proper order from you. And then yours sincerely, you put in your signatures, you put in your full name in block letters and your designation, which will be given in the question itself. There are 3 points to remember. Content of the letter, it should be brief, clear, concise and to the point. Do not write down unnecessary things. No asking how are you and how have you been. It's been a long time we haven't corresponded to each other, nothing. Use of simple and direct language is required. Do not write down very complicated language, straightforward words. Content should be well organized. Please organize it according to the paragraphs and according to the items that I've told you. Do not overlap things. They should be very well organized. I hope you all have understood it well. Thank you.